Welcome, everybody, to the Season 1 finale of the Filmmakers Roundtable, the podcast dedicated to films, filmmaking, and getting insight from filmmakers working in the industry. I'm Thomas.
I'm Dylan. I met Mr. Plinkett. Special guest, Mr. Plinkett.
Are you having a voice party?
Yeah, I'm having a voice party.
I got some pizza rolls in my pants if you want them. Why don't you look me in the eyes and tell me you fucking love me? Djibouti Dobbs.
Djibouti Dobbs.
Yeah.
Oh, I've turned you on to them, have I?
Yeah. And who doesn't like Kevin? Why don't you look me in the eyes and tell me you fucking love me? Mr. Plinkett. Wait, he's shelling for cash now? What's the world come to? Oh, The Last Jedi review just came out.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Well, enough Mr. Plinkett jokes. Let's get right into this.
Right.
How are you doing, Tom? Let's change things up. Let's ask you first.
Cool. I'm doing alright. I am bum-ass tired because I didn't fall asleep till like after 4 a.m. and I woke up at 8. So thinking that, okay, if I get more than 4 hours, I'll just be a little tired. I'll be wicked-ass tired. And if I just get 4 hours, I'll just be a little tired. Well, I was wrong.
No, you were dead wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not one to talk. I was up till 3 last night.
Yeah.
Watching Game of Thrones.
Yes, you. Okay, well, first of all, what are we working on? And Dylan, you have a special announcement?
I have a special announcement. We've been talking about this several episodes. I have a job!
Yeah, boy!
Well, that's going to cause some issues for this podcast. However, that will be at the end of this episode. But I currently have a job as a news photographer in West Lafayette at Channel 18.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. They got back with me. They made me an offer. And I turned in my 2 weeks notice on Wednesday for my current job.
Nice.
And I told them that I was going to do that because I couldn't do it the moment I got the email, because my current boss at the radio station was out of the office at that current time. So I think because of that, they pushed back my first day, because in the email, they sent me an email doing all the specifications, all the details of the job,
right?
Like salary rate, etc., etc.
Yeah.
They said that my start day was going to be Christmas Eve, which was the only thing about this job that I was not a fan of.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to start on Christmas. Okay, I'm going to miss out on Christmas with my family, which stinks.
Yeah.
But if that's the only thing I hate about the job's going to be great.
Yeah.
But because I had my 2 weeks notice on Wednesday and they knew of that, I think they might have pushed it back to January 3rd for me.
Huh. Well,
so I'm happy about that.
Well, that's nice for them, so.
Yeah, a nice little Christmas present from my new boss.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been up to.
Yeah, cool.
Outside of writing, I've got a job, and maybe I don't know. It's gonna be interesting what a change of scenery is gonna do for me, because I have to move up there.
Yeah.
Because from here to West Lafayette is about an hour and a half away, roughly, depending on how fast you go and what routes you take.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll affect how things will work here on the round table, but we'll figure things out as we go. So.
We'll get to that. We'll talk more about that at the end of this episode.
Yeah. So,
Tom, how about you, my friend? What are you working on?
I'm working on, like you were doing before finding a job, or finding just freelance work in general. Although I need to get my gears back into Awaken, because we're pushing that back to January. So, and I know your availability will be limited. Mm-hmm. Sorry. But that's all right. But, that's all right,
Life happens.
Yep.
Big tip for you.
Yeah.
Don't be immediately turned off by the salary. If you get an offer from a job, don't be immediately turned off by the salary.
Yeah.
Look into your current situation. Can you make that work? Can you make that salary work?
Yeah.
Because, like, with this job, the salary was a bit less than what I was preferring, because I looked into the average entry salary for a job like this, and then I looked at what they were offering. The salary they're offering would be perfect if it was close to Franklin, but I can make it work because I have the means to make it work, living up there in West Lafayette, etc.
Right.
But also, don't be afraid to open up negotiation. If they've offered you the job, just open up negotiations. See if they're willing to go just a little bit higher.
Yeah.
You may not get you may not get your preferred salary range, but the closer you get, that's going to help you out.
And if they really like you, you can earn your way up. So
exactly.
So
they won't always do it. Some of them will say that they have no room to move, but
yeah,
it's always best to try that. You never know what's going to happen.
Right. So cool.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I think let's moving on to
movie news.
News.
And can we get these 2 articles out of the way, because I have a lot to say about this first one.
Yeah, the two bottom ones on the document.
Yes.
Okay.
So we haven't seen this movie, but according to the box office, Aquaman swims past every solo Marvel movie in China.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense because the biggest movie in China, we kind of talked about this when we did the box office crunching a number of episodes ago.
Yeah.
And Red Letter Media talked about this too. The biggest movie in China is some kind of weird indie mermaid film. Yeah. It's like they showed a clip of like this merman getting like kind of flipping out of a bathtub. Yeah, and
I can see why Aquaman
did
really
like
well.
It did like some like billions there. So,
well, I can see why Aquaman is having a good time over there.
Yeah, and it just came out today or last night as we were recording this.
And according to Forbes.com, the film got an early start in China. It's been playing in China for the last week.
Right. Well, I hope it's good.
I hope so too.
I liked him in Justice League.
DC needs a few more good movies under their belt for this universe.
Yeah. So
and hopefully make it salvageable.
Yeah.
I don't
know. I like Jason Momoa, Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's Khal Drogo.
I thought I recognized him.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was also in Stargate Atlantis.
I have vague memories of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
grandfather
would always watch that.
Yeah, me same because we always watched all the Stargate episodes, all Stargate shows together. So I love Stargate. So, okay. Anything else you want to add to that?
That's it. I just want to.
Okay, movie. So we have a bit of a movie review of the Peter Jackson movie Mortal Engines.
Yes, and according to Deseret News. Hold on. Deseret News Entertainment. Mortal Engines, according to Josh Terry, Mortal Engines is a visually spectacular Star Wars ripoff. Now, we have not seen this movie yet.
I'm not particularly interested in it.
But what are your thoughts on that? I mean, really, what thoughts can we have if we haven't seen Mortal Engines yet?
I could see, like, a city on, like, wheels. I could see that being in Star Wars, but...
maybe this is just one of those instances...
I guess from what the trailers I've seen, it's kind of like... Well, it seems like a small, like, band of rebels fighting against the big bad man.
I definitely did. When you do put it like that, I can see the Star Wars vibes, but then that goes into the question of the mantra of this is Die Hard, but X, Y, and Z.
Right.
That whole situation. It's where where this big seminal movie comes out, and then everything else is compared to it. This is Die Hard on a train. This is The Matrix in space. That kind of deal.
Right.
So this headline of being a visually spectacular Star Wars ripoff, it's Star Wars but on City on Wheels.
Right. So, I mean,
that's just me. That's just on the outside looking in.
Yeah. Oh, it's based on a book.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I remember seeing that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson, he sure does love to read.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think he'd ever do a biopic? Like, that was based on a biography of a person or an autobiography? Just that way
I don't see why not. I mean, even if it doesn't do well, I don't think he has to really worry about money.
No, he does not.
Okay, I have a bit of a snippet review here.
Okay.
Mortal Engines has some terrific world design and visuals, but its uninspired narrative and ungainly filmmaking make for a hollow viewing experience. Sandy Schaefer, Screen Rant. Well, like I said, I'm not particularly interested. So,
I might give it a watch. It seems like something that my cousin would actually be into. It looks like something my cousin would be interested in going to see. So if I see him again, he might have seen it, or he and I might go see it. I don't know.
Interesting.
So,
there are sequels to the books.
Hence why my cousin will probably like it, because he's a big fan of book adaptation movies. Now there was one. I believe it was the Divergent series that he wasn't a particular fan of.
Those films are awful. How many times do we have to see these? Okay, I'm not. No, I'm not going on that. No, I'm not. No.
Plucky teenagers.
God. That are not interesting. Like, and go up against a government that's fighting overpopulation. I mean, fuck. I mean, we got Hunger Games, Divergent, the Maze Runner, whatever that Logan Paul movie starring Logan Paul was.
The Thinning.
Yeah, and there was a sequel to that.
That got put on hold for 10 days.
5 movies at least. So, okay.
Oh, that's not movie news. I was going to talk about YouTube Rewind, but that's not movie news.
No. I haven't seen movie news. I've just seen like thumbnail or movie. Fuck. Okay. I'm no sleep, guys. No sleep. No sleep team. # no sleep team. Okay. I haven't seen YouTube Rewind, but I've seen like thumbnails of videos talking about YouTube Rewind, like from PewDiePie or some other people I follow.
It's reached over 10 million dislikes in 1 week.
Damn.
It is the most disliked video on YouTube over Justin Bieber's Baby music video. The key difference being Justin Bieber's Baby took a while to get to that point. YouTube Rewind, just 1 week.
The Ghostbusters trailer.
Or Infinite Warfare Infinite Warfare from Call of Duty.
Damn. Like wow. But yeah, I haven't seen it, and I think Casey Neistat made a defense video about it. So again, I haven't seen anything about YouTube Rewind. And honestly, I was just like,
I watched. I couldn't get past the first. Well, it wasn't the fact that I couldn't get past the first 30 seconds. I watched the first 30 seconds and I thought, I'm too used to the early YouTube Rewinds where they felt more engaging and more creator driven.
Yeah. I will say there was this one guy, Roberto Blake. He's an entrepreneur, graphic designer, and a speaker. He has like 100K subscribers. And he made this really lengthy text post on YouTube, and it was kind of like, well, okay, I can't. I'll put a screenshot on the top, and then you guys can, and I'll put it in the description, and you guys can read it for yourself. So, okay, but enough about YouTube Rewind.
Yeah. That's a discussion for another day. We're going to be talking...
Well, probably not.
But, we move into the big, juicy piece of this movie news.
Yep.
Okay. If you haven't been on Twitter for the past week, where the heck have you been?
Yeah.
Twitter has been ablazed, at least in a particular fandom, has been ablazed with the recent reveal of the Sonic movie posters.
Yeah.
For those who aren't,
I'll put a poster here.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
And I'll put his tweet there too.
I am getting similar vibes. That was the second thought I had when I saw that poster.
Right.
Okay. Context for those who don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog is getting a live-action CGI hybrid movie from Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
People were well, okay. I'm going to back up even further. The movie got announced. We didn't know anything about it for a long time.
Right.
The first piece of news is that we knew was that it was going to be produced by the guy who directed Deadpool. So,
okay.
That was good news to begin with.
Okay.
And then we found out it was going to be a buddy cop movie. We went down. You're like, what?
All right.
And then we learned that Jim Carrey was going to be Dr. Eggman. Spirits lifted.
Okay. See, I haven't heard any of this, so.
And then we learned live action. Well, you get the gist. It was a pattern. News would bring us up, news would bring us down, or make us tilt our head in confusion. And now that has all culminated in what you just saw on screen, and we're going to flash up here again because we...
Yeah.
Okay, so this poster was revealed in a little motion teaser. As you can see there, Sonic has some very odd muscle definition on his legs, but that's nothing compared to the second poster that got released. Well, leaked, actually, and then confirmed to be real. I don't think you've seen this, Tom.
I don't think I have.
No, you have not.
I'm going to come around there.
If I could find a better picture of it. Here's the gist of it.
Oh.
We'll flash that on screen. But yeah, that was the second piece of this movie. Like a physical piece of this movie that we got.
Huh.
And did you notice the little Sonic was here by his leg?
I did.
So, yes, very odd muscle definition.
Even though he really shouldn't have muscles.
Well, that was the whole argument. And funny enough, not funny enough, but just a lot of articles were coming out saying that these images were dividing the Sonic fan base on the issue. Not really the case. And a very rare occurrence for those who have been in the Sonic fan base, they were all united. Sonic fans, and this is coming from one, we can be pretty divided. Ask us about our voice actors. We can be pretty divided in this fandom. But this was one of those rare times where we all came together and said, no, we can agree on this. No.
Yeah.
And then something happened. Roughly about the same time that second poster came out, there came... Let's see if I can find it.
Cut this part out.
Yeah, cut this part out. I need to find it. Okay. I was hoping to find a full... Here it is. Here it is. We will flash this one up on screen, but Tom, come over here. We'll flash this up while he's looking.
Oh.
That actually looks a lot better in comparison. We don't have a bunch of that muscle definition. The face kind of looks a bit cartoony, but it reminded me a lot of Detective Pikachu. Only time I'll bring up Pokemon, so. But it looked like they took him with somewhat of his design and brought him into a photorealistic CGI model. That looks passable. It looks fairly decent compared to what the snippets we got. Here's the bad news. That poster right there is from a year ago, when the movie was in its early stages.
Ooh.
So a lot of users found this. It was confirmed to be real, and a lot of users were throwing this around saying that, okay, here's the full reveal. And a lot of the people being ablaze kind of died down. But then people came out saying, no, this is from a year ago. And my big question is, where was all the talk about this poster?
Yeah.
Why wasn't this making its rounds? Because I'm pretty sure the fan base, some of the fans would say, some of the fans would still have their preferences, but I think we wouldn't have Twitter be ablaze like it is right now if this had gotten revealed first.
Right. So, Ben Schwartz is the voice of Sonic.
Yes, and hearing his voice over muted clips of Sonic, I can hear it. I think he's got that voice for it.
Oh, and he was the voice of a stormtrooper in The Force Awakens.
Well, we know he can never hit anything.
Uh,
But when I hear Ben Schwartz, I can hear Sonic. I think he's got that voice for Sonic. Sonic usually has that cocky, not obnoxious, but very cocky, very attitude-filled voice, and I think Ben Schwartz has that. And we haven't. And what will really either sell. I'm gonna go see this movie because I want to see. Because I am a Sonic fan, but I'm not obligated to go see it. Because I can vote with, like, there's always the thing of vote with your wallet, but I want to see.
Vote with this, people.
Yes, and I want to go see. I want to go see what this is going to how this is going to turn out, because this is just speculation on my end. But people are very skeptical of this. I remember saying this, and people were a bit skeptical, saying, "Why would they have a reason to lie?"
Right.
I was suggesting, what if this is all a red herring? Because one user pointed out that we fell into a trap. That, like, the whole large portion of the fan base fell into a trap. We became ablaze and talked about this poster and gave the movie the biggest marketing campaign that it could ever ask for nothing.
That's a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like when Ghostbusters came out, it's just like 2016 came out. You know, it's like, you know, people are saying it's the worst movie of all time. Well, it's just like, well, whether that's true or not, neither of us have seen it yet. We were just like, well, you just gave it for a bunch of free marketing. Mm-hmm. So it's like now like, diehard movie fans are going to go see it, you know, because they see bad movies. So,
any publicity is good publicity if you do it right.
No such thing as bad press.
Yep, because people now know this.
Yeah,
and then there will be the people who will swear it off after hearing it, but there's the bigger chance that people are now going to go see it even more. And that's not even counting all the reactions when those posters get put up around theaters across America or just across the world.
Right.
And for those people who are vaguely familiar with Sonic are going to be tilting their heads when they see a pair of very human-like legs.
Yeah.
And you want to know the bigger comparison? You mentioned that tweet that I posted with the first poster we got and Michelangelo from the Michael Bay team and Team Movies. I wasn't kidding when I said that I got similar vibes. Because you want to know what even makes that Michael Bay connection even stronger?
What?
People have been correcting the posters. Making his arms more tube-like, more cartoony.
Right.
They've been correcting. Like how with the original Team NT movie, they corrected the faces of the turtles with Photoshop.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure someone did that as a fan edit.
Yes, they did.
So.
Mm-hmm. The big thing that I'm waiting for is to see Jim Carrey's Eggman. I want to see what he's going to look like.
Yeah.
Because I still have a good feeling for this movie. Because I want to believe that these posters are just a red herring to garner marketing.
I will say, since it's a buddy cop movie, I'm kind of getting like Yogi Bear vibes. And like whatever other dated early 2000s films have come out
based on something.
Yeah,
I'm just hoping that these posters are red herring, just to get marketing and people's attention on the movie, so that they can pull the rug out from under us and say, "Haha, we knew what we were doing all along. You thought we were doing this, but we're doing this, and you're gonna love it." Not in the "we did this shoddy thing and you're gonna love it," but they actually did something that was very fantastical, and they just did a little misdirection to get our attention.
Subverted your expectations.
Exactly. I'm hoping that's the case, but a lot of people have been saying, what reason do they have to lie?
Yeah.
Outside of maybe subverting our expectations and giving us a Sonic that doesn't have human proportions and muscle definition.
Well,
this fandom has gone through a redesign before, and I think we'll survive this one.
It could be good, or it could be an 06.
Okay. Oh 06 for okay, you're riling up the Sonic fanboy in me. The issue was with 06.
Oh, master, please let this
Oh,
get
no.
an 06.
Don't you dare quote my rap battles against me. Please, no. Okay. The problem with 06 was that it was barely playable, glitches out the asshole. There was people were okay with the character design. It's just... God.
Oh yeah, those people in polos that should be doing your taxes in real life.
Oh God, you know how to tap a vein there, my friend. I've gotten over it. I played through 06 and I laid that beast to rest.
Really?
It was not a fun time. Okay, as I said, and according to Von Isner, there would be moments of fun, but then they would be doused by a glitch or just
right. Yeah.
Little changes to that game that could have probably made it better.
They cut out the town.
Just find some way to reduce those loading times. It's just the frustration of going through those loading times. Mini game review here, but for a game that everyone has a general consensus on. But
yeah,
we got through that. The Sonic fan base. If this movie turns out to be a train wreck, like a lot of people are predicting, we'll get through it.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't the first time Sonic has been redesigned. It probably won't be the last.
Nah.
Like, we had another one when Sonic Boom came out, the game and the TV show. There was a major redesign to the cast.
Was that in like the 2000s?
No, that was here in the 2010. In the 10s.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard or seen it.
Yeah, there was a reveal image, all their shadows, and people were speculating for... I'm noticing a pattern here now. First image is in shadows. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Sonic in the shadows.
I remember talking to somebody. People are worried. Like, the biggest concern that people have is what does his face look like? If that poster that I showed you just now was from a year ago, and we got the current ones are the more modern design and the one that they're going with, what does his face look like?
Yeah. He honestly, looked like a stuffed animal.
I'm talking about the ones with the human definition, not the one that actually looks a bit cartoony.
Well, right, I know, but it's like from what I saw in that poster you showed me, I'm just like, it looks like a stuffed animal, like when he was just like laying there with his dead eyes. So
it'll probably be better, and that I would have loved to have seen that one in motion because I think it would have been probably better. But this one with human definition, one shudders to wonder what evil thoughts lurk behind that shadow.
Right.
What dreams of chronic and sustained velocity.
Right.
That is a tweet that I had on Twitter because I had a conversation with the guy who was telling everybody, no, that poster you're all praising, that was from a year ago. But yeah, I want to see Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman. What's he going to look like?
Will he have hate tattooed on his teeth?
No, tattoo it to his gums or something.
Oh.
Because I think Jim Carrey, the reason that I'm really looking forward to Jim Carrey is because sure he has the con put against him that a lot of his characters tend to be the same.
Yeah.
But I think his shtick can work with Dr. Eggman.
Yeah.
Especially with the more modern writing of Dr. Eggman in some of the more modern games.
Right.
But if they write him right and Jim Carrey can do it, I think he could be menacing and hilarious at the same time.
Or he'll just be hilarious.
Yeah. Or hilariously menacing or something like, oh my God, this man is off his rocker. I can't stop laughing.
You never know. We'll see. I will say.
Is he gonna do the Eddie Murphy fat suit or something?
Alrighty then.
We're gonna catch ourselves a hedgehog.
That's the one thing I am.
Sonic has smashed up your robots again. I think he needs your scientist advice. Stop breaking my robots, asshole!
That is the one thing I'm kind of looking forward to. Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm not a huge Sonic fan. I played Sonic, but it's just like, it's like, okay, well, it's nice to be on the outside, see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, this fandom's, like I said, this fandom went through 2 redesigns already. we'll get through another if this one doesn't go down well.
Yeah.
And I hope this is just a red herring.
Yeah. If nothing else, it'll probably just be just another one.
It'll just be just another redesign, and it'll be
just another Sonic. So
yeah,
like the Michael Bay ones. It was just another one.
Just another one.
Nothing special. Nothing special at all. So.
Well, that's my impassioned Sonic movie posters reveal discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Twitter's been all over recently.
Yeah. Okay. So if we're done with Sonic,
though the memes coming out from these posters have been fantastic.
Yeah.
The memes have been fantastic because people are just looking at that second. People have just been looking at that second poster and being like, "How is he taking that picture? Does he have a phone like near his crotch or something?" And people have been imitating it without mentioning the movie poster. They'll just take pictures of their legs in the same pose, and people will know, I see what you're doing there. It's like just hanging out on the back patio, taking a picture of their legs in that pose, and everyone's like, I see what you're doing there. Don't think you can fool me. All right. Now that's it for movie news.
Okay,
we can get to the thing that Tom really wants to discuss.
Yeah, so movies we've seen. I didn't see anything, but you.
I saw Game of Thrones episode 1 and 2 last night.
Yes.
God dang. Are those episodes long?
Yes.
But I feel like I'm just getting started.
The episodes will get a little shorter. Like the first one was like an hour.
Yeah.
The rest are 15 minutes.
The thing that I noticed about the pacing in these episodes, especially from the first two, I'm pretty sure that this changes as the series goes on, but it feels like, especially the first episode, when the moment the episode ended, it felt like it was just getting started.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're getting some exposition, we're getting some characters here. Okay. Oh! They knocked Brand over. Wait, that's
spoilers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. We'll put a skip 2.
Okay.
If you haven't seen Game of Thrones, just skip it.
Yeah. I'll put a skip 2 and something.
Yeah.
When I do the audio version, but they push Brandon over and he falls to his back, the screen goes to black. End credits. What?
Yeah.
I felt like we were just starting. Has it been an hour already?
Yeah.
And I think, and I did feel cheated. It made me want to watch the next episode, which I did.
Yeah.
And all the stories that I've heard about Game of Thrones are true, except for South Park's jab at, except South Park episode, which dedicated a whole subplot to the fact that Butters was trying to talk to George R. R. Martin about the dragons, but he kept talking about dicks.
Okay.
I'm not seeing that right now. I'm seeing a lot of everything else, but I'm not seeing a bunch of the dicks.
Right. Okay. No, you don't see a lot of that. You see a lot of tits.
Yes, I did get plenty of that.
Yeah.
The stories that I've heard are true.
Yeah.
It's this feel. Oh man.
Get going. You can get specific.
What can I get specific on? The only Tyrion Lannister.
Tyrion. Yeah.
Tyrion Lannister, best character so far.
Yes. Yeah. He's my favorite character.
So I knew that I was gonna love Peter Dinklage because I loved him in Pixels.
You're the only one who did.
He was the only. It seemed like he was the only one having having fun in Pixels.
Yeah.
But wow, that's kind of sad because that's the only thing I've seen Peter Dinklage in.
Infinity War.
Oh yes, I forgot.
The giant dwarf.
I remember looking over at Brandon and
I'm pretty sure he was in X-Men.
Was he?
One of the X-Men movies that came out recently. So, and Sophie Turner, she's in Game of Thrones. She's also in X-Men.
Oh, okay.
She's red hair.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
We're on no sleep, so.
Yeah, but Lannister, the Lannister son, the prince. I'm trying to remember.
Jaime.
Huh?
Joffrey. Yeah. Well, he's not named a Lannister.
No.
He's
he's
Robert's son.
Okay, Robert's son, but
his
queen is the.
You'll find. You'll learn all that.
I don't wish. It's not healthy to wish harm to children, but I want to wring that little kid's neck.
You're not the only one. So you just wait.
And
Yeah,
that was like
Joffrey the little shit.
Joffrey the little shit.
Yeah.
I think got a butcher's kid killed.
The butcher's boy.
The butcher's boy died.
Mm-hmm.
It got the girl he's going. Oh, dang it.
Sansa.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember all the names.
Yeah, that'll take time.
Got her wolf killed.
Yeah.
A dire wolf, to be exact.
Yeah.
And I'm wanting to. The only thing that I know about the dire wolves right now is that they're never that south. That's what I remember from the first episode.
South from the wall.
Yes.
Yes. So.
But one of the best scenes, episode 2, the assassin comes into the room.
Yes.
God damn.
Yeah.
Never have I been impressed by just the act of a dog tearing a man's jugular out.
Yeah.
and just, it's almost kind of comedic because it just gets up on the bed, sits down, and is there to protect him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I told you this before the episode today. I actually saw the ending to episode 1 out of context, actually. What happened was PewDiePie, a couple of years ago, had a green screen contest, filmed himself in front of a green screen, and one of his fans green screened his face over Bran in that scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was hilarious, and I thought, okay, maybe this is a scene from later in the series. No, it's at the end of the first goddamn episode.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of foreshadowing.
Yep.
I got the sense of that from the very first episode because we see Bran right before the king is supposed to come into Winterfell.
Yes.
He's climbing, and his mother says, "Now don't you go climbing no more, young man, you little whippersnapper." And then I thought, why is that so oddly specific?
Yeah.
Why is that standing out to me? And then the end of the episode, he's climbing up a very familiar tower, and I'm like,
yeah.
Well, now. And then when I got a clear scene, because they obviously had to censor what was going on in that tower in the YouTube version.
Yeah.
And then I got to see what was going on. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Now, you realized Jaime and Cersei were
Yeah.
brother and sister?
Yes,
okay.
I did.
Because the first time I saw that, I was just like, oh, okay. So, yeah.
I got a sense of that in the very first scene that we see them in.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You've yet to meet one of the great Lannisters, Tywin, played by the great Charles Dance. Yeah. He's the father. The Jaime and Cersei's father. And Tyrion's father.
Nice.
So he comes
I like
up
Sean Penn already.
Sean Bean.
How am I getting these two men confused? I feel like I'm sure it's Sean Penn, but no, it's Sean Bean.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Sean Bean is great in it, and you don't see Sean Bean in there. You see Ned Stark. So
yes. So
yeah, but
Ned. That sounds so.
Well, his name is that's his nickname. His name is Eddard.
Eddard. Okay.
Yeah, but people call him Ned. So.
Ned. Yeah. So much of a modern nickname. I feel like.
Yeah, it is.
And. When are the dragons coming? When are they coming? I see the dragon eggs. It's like they're teasing me.
They're coming. They have a part to play in the series. So.
Well, I know they're coming because I was on YouTube the other day and they had an official clip trailer for the next season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but what a way to begin an episode! I'll say, what a way to begin a series with that scene in that first series with the. When the three gentlemen are coming out from the wall, and they find that one of them finds that camp full of dead bodies.
Yeah.
Turns around, there's a little girl impaled on one of the trees. Like, okay, that's one way to start a show.
Yeah.
I want to know what those night walkers are.
White walkers.
What? I kept hearing both. I'm like, is that white or night?
Yeah.
Okay, snow. Okay, white, snow, white. Okay, but I want to know what those things are.
Yeah.
Like I want to watch I want to watch more of this after we're done here, but I gotta go take those DVDs right here. Or that concert I've been talking about for the past several episodes. Finally made those DVDs, and I have to go turn them in today.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, this. I feel like I'm all the way back in high school playing Skyrim for the first time.
Really?
Minus all the glitches and some of the voice acting. I like medieval fantasy kind of stuff like this. I just thought the big challenge for me of watching this was like, am I going to be able to get into this? Am I going to be able to keep up with? Because as you can tell, I'm not grasping a lot of the names.
Well, nobody does at first. So, it'll take you some time to get there. So, but no. Yeah.
You got any questions for me?
Questions back?
Yeah, let's have you guide the conversation since you're seeing more of this than I.
Right. Game of Thrones questions. Favorite scene?
Favorite scene
you've seen so far out of both episodes?
Okay, favorite scene. I know I mentioned the direwolf scene with the assassin. I know I mentioned that, but I think
they call them cutthroats. By the way,
cutthroats.
Yeah, in that universe. So.
Really?
Yeah, cutthroats.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
like that's so on the nose, but that's not insultingly on the nose. You know?
Yeah.
But my favorite scene outside of that scene, I think my next favorite scene would have to be the scene building up right after where Ned has to kill the direwolf.
Yes. Yes,
it's like
I said,
they can get away. I know they can get away with gore, but I like the fact that they didn't show it.
Yeah.
Obviously, because PETA would have been pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, PETA would have been pissed, and they would have to have put something. Real wolf dog animals were not harmed during the making of this.
I think they were just huskies.
Yeah, that's the closest you can get to a wolf that you can legally own.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, someone really calling me. Pause it.
Go ahead. Could you hit stop on the... Oh, no. Just unpaused it. We are back.
Cool. All right. So, sorry about that, guys.
But what I love about that, like I was saying, huskies are the closest thing you can get to owning a wolf since
a direwolf.
Huh?
A direwolf.
No. I'm talking about real world huskies.
Okay. Yeah. Well, direwolves did exist.
Really?
Yeah. They were like 400 some pounds and like that tall. So yeah.
Damn.
Well, yeah, but they're extinct. They were
Yeah. But I love that they didn't have to show anything.
Yeah.
All you needed.
Wait.
It was good. It was good. It was a good tension builder.
This show will show you disturbing images.
It already did at the end of the first episode.
You ain't seen nothing yet. So.
Famous last words from a guy who's just getting into this, right?
Yes.
But it was a nice tension builder.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have to show it. You could feel the moment that blade was against the dog's neck.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love. That's what I love about that scene.
Yeah.
It's well composed and well directed.
Yeah.
And Sean Bean.
Yes.
Mr. Bean.
Yes.
I want to see a parody of Game of Thrones with Roland Atkins.
Okay.
It's because Sean Bean, Mr. Bean.
Right. Okay.
Okay. But I want to watch more now, man.
Yes, that's good.
I didn't want to,
and you will watch more.
I didn't want to stop after last night, but I had to because I needed to go inside, couldn't sleep. So I thought maybe. So I was up there thinking. I was up reading, thinking I could have been watching more Game of Thrones if I knew I wasn't going to be sleeping right now.
Yeah.
My mind has been consumed by Game of Thrones, but
yes,
I can't wait to see I can't wait to see where Jon Snow goes from here.
Yeah, he has a journey. So although he's not a prominent character in the first season, he gets more as the series goes on. So
my favorite line.
My
favorite line would from both episodes. Anything for Tullian.
Tyrion.
Tyrion.
Yeah.
Anything from him.
Yes.
But I think the best line that he had was in the first episode when he's talking to Jon Snow outside the mess hall. Outside of the dining hall.
Yeah. Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor.
And it can never be used to hurt you. What do you know about being a bastard?
All dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes.
And there's his second best line of these 2 episodes when he was talking about why he reads. Or I should change that to best monologues.
Yeah. Oh, he has some good ones in the rest of the show.
If I was born as a peasant, they would have left me out in the woods to die.
Yeah.
My brother has a sword. I have the mind.
Yes.
Minds need books like a sword needs a whetstone.
Yeah. So, Cersei. Lena Headey.
I don't know, man.
She's she's an enigma.
Does she know what she's doing? Is she in
Oh, of course she does.
Well, yeah, she knows what she's doing, but like, I can't get a beat on her. You know, it's like, oh, is she really reluctant to do this, or is she all for it? Does she have an ulterior motive?
She's complex. I hate her guts, but she's complex. So
it's just, and her brother. It's like, ooh,
he
is slime incarnate.
Yeah, he is. I don't want to there's so much I can't spoil for you, but he you'll get to know him throughout the series.
Like sliming. Ugh.
Yeah, you just
his voice, his lines, and just it's dripping in slime.
Yeah.
Oh, and he wants that crown.
You'll wait. You just wait. You'll know Jaime Lannister. So.
Well.
Viserys Targaryen.
Wait, I think I just confused 2 different characters. 2 pairs of characters. Oh. You were talking about... Just now we were talking about the Lannisters, right?
Jaime Lannister, yes.
I got it confused for the other brother and sister in this series.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, they're both... Viserys and Jaime in this season are both awful people.
Yes.
But Viserys is worse. So yeah, I can't say much because you just wait.
And I need to watch more because I need to get all these names and these faces associated.
Yeah.
I swear I watched episodes 1 and 2.
No, I believe you. Because and I'm trying to remember what all happened in those episodes. Like I remember all the what happened with the Starks and the Lannisters, but I don't remember much else after that.
I want to know what happened to the King's Hand at King's Landing. I want to know what happened.
Jon Arryn.
I want to know what happened.
Yeah. You don't get the full answer, but you think more things unveil. In the next episode you'll meet more characters and
then I will meet more characters and more characters.
It's complex, so I think like they have like 200 speaking characters. So
how do you keep track of all that? God.
Well, not like principal characters, like characters like extras that like speak.
Okay.
So, but yeah, but it's a lot. There's a lot to keep up. Just a fair heads up. Symbolism, foreshadowing, and remember, it's not good guys versus bad guys.
It's people versus people, right?
Yes.
I'm getting the feeling of that.
Yeah, you'll get everything as to how complex things are towards the end of the season. And when you get season 2.
Winter is coming.
Yeah.
It is coming, but
well, actually, it's kind of already here.
Yeah. Both. both literally and metaphorically. I don't know what I was going for there, but yeah, I watched episodes 1 and 2 of Game of Thrones.
Cool. Awesome.
I should have started watching this sooner.
Yep.
But hey, no time like the present, you know? That's why they call it the present.
Yep.
It's a gift.
Yep. Okay, let's move on to our final discussion of the season. So,
coming soon to this podcast.
Yes.
Well, we got a list of bullet points after this finale.
Yeah.
We are going to
After this finale.
After this finale.
After this finale.
We'll be back in April.
Yep.
But yes, our plan right now, because Avengers Endgame is supposed to be coming out in April.
Yeah, as well as Game of Thrones Season 8, which you'll be caught up by.
Yes. Hey, I'll have all the time in the world. I'll be living in my own apartment.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. As long as people don't mind Game of Thrones being played.
I doubt it. So,
yeah.
Okay.
But April 2019, that is when we plan to be back with Season 2.
Yeah, we don't have an official date yet.
No.
Because we're trying to decide, because, like, Endgame's coming out the 26th, Avengers, and then we don't know what about Game of Thrones, and we want to kind of set stuff aside for Ryan, because I know he would want to nerd out about both Game of Thrones and Avengers Endgame, so.
But one of the bigger reasons that we're giving ourselves that big of a break is because, harking back to what I talked about at the beginning of this episode, I got a job.
Yeah. Well,
I have to move out.
Well, even before that, we kind of decided like April would probably be a good time to do that. So.
But with me taking this job, it's going to be a bit difficult to record these together.
Yeah.
Now, my shift does have me open on weekends.
Yeah.
So I can always come down and we can record on a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
So we're not entirely sure, but yeah. Yeah, we'll see. So if for some reason we can't, we'll do like a split screen stuff. Mm-hmm. Like we'll talk to each other on Skype, but we'll record our own audio and video and then put it together. So
yeah,
and we'll still have the podcast stuff. So
we're going to be starting those mini episodes, and those can happen before April, because those will be reserved for when we go and either rewatch something or see something new in the theaters.
Or do something filmmaking related.
Exactly. Something that we can pull out an audio recording device and record for a little bit.
Right.
Or we come back to somewhere and we can sit down and collect our thoughts on something.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we also have our own projects that we're doing.
Yes, and I'm kind of hoping this change of scenery will kind of, I don't know, spur some creativity. You know?
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to getting out of my house, because, it'll kind of like force you to figure things out. So.
Oh, definitely.
So.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird moving out, but
yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Yep.
What are we talking about now? That was kind of a bit shorter than I thought.
But what are our own projects?
Well, I'm gonna be working on the horror film that I wanted to do. Still got that somewhat scripted, but I just need to finish up and finish the rest of it.
Yeah.
Other project ideas that I have, just little snippets, little treatments that I've read for
What do we
myself.
got coming next year?
What do we got coming next year?
Yeah. For like our own projects. So.
Well, own projects. I want to get that rap battle out. The one that I've been working on. The issue is, for the third rapper that's going to be in this, I need to use Source Filmmaker, because I wanted to kind of up the ante from the first one, which was just a bunch of PNGs.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that, but I kind of wanted to up the ante, and I have the means to do it. Right. The only issue that's holding me back is that I got to get a good graphics card. Well, Source Filmmaker needs a hefty graphics card, like any game on Steam. However, I have a graphics card that's up to snuff. It's the latest version of the graphics card, and it's up to snuff for what Source Filmmaker needs. You want to know the issue?
What?
It's an HP graphics card. or it's some graphics card that Source Filmmaker doesn't play well with.
You tried looking for like drivers?
I have, and I have no luck.
Hmm.
Because according to a lot of people on the Steam forums for Source Filmmaker, Valve updated Source Filmmaker once to work with those graphics cards, and then after a couple of updates, they no longer play well together.
Huh.
Yeah,
I've never used Source Filmmaker, actually.
It has to be like a Vidya.
Huh.
A Vita.
Yeah. NVIDIA. So.
A NVIDIA graphics card or something of the like.
That's what I've got. NVIDIA GeForce.
I tried thinking, I can take out the one that in my old computer. Granted, not the best idea, but it wasn't one that I had bought separately and plugged in. It was the one that was already built in, so
right.
Yeah, so a bit of an issue there, and I didn't want to run the risk of breaking anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I want to do for one of the rappers in this. I wanted to use Source Filmmaker, so I'm going to see if I can get that graphics card and make that happen. If not, I'll find another way.
Yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The projects wise, I've been doing a lot of skit videos here recently based on video game news and the like. I want to keep those up. I wanted to get back into that groove of doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It just depends on the news and what ideas get turning in my head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Tom?
For 2019, I want to start. I'm going to shoot Awaken in January and hopefully finish it by March. So after that, I want to get another documentary off the ground. I want to do some like heartfelt commercials. You know, there's one I shared on my Twitter. I don't know if you saw it. There's like a Subaru ad. There's a really good heartfelt one. I found it on someone shared it on my LinkedIn. I'm like, that's the kind of stuff I'd like to do. So, I'd like to do another music video. Because I haven't done one. I haven't finished one since like freshman year.
Do you have a song in mind?
No. I just know that I want to do one.
Okay.
We tried to do some music videos. Actually, the last completed music video I did was sophomore year in 2014. It's only been viewed once. It will never be viewed again. It was a class project we did for FCTV for a film riot competition. Right as Rhetoric was leaving, and we decided no, no, I will never shoot that again. It's cut this part out. Read that document.
Unpaused. We're back.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but after that, music video, another documentary. I have a couple of ideas. And I want to be doing a lot more freelance work. Find another job in the field and everything. So hopefully that'll be the year I go full time with that. So, cause.
Best of luck.
Yeah, because it's, I feel like I'm just like, okay, you know, if I just go on to keep doing retail until I can do whatever, I'll just be hitting a wall and not getting anywhere, so.
Right.
I don't know, we'll see. We will see.
Yeah.
So.
I want to do it. There's a documentary that I want to do.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you about it after this episode.
Cool.
We got anything else to talk about?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm going to get out. I might try and get a series off the ground in 2019. How likely that is, I don't know.
What kind of series?
Like a dramatic series, like a Breaking Bad style series. You know, something like that. It's kind of been on my mind. Actually, it's kind of another rendition of another film I tried to do years ago. So
okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. We shall see. We shall see. So, April 2019.
We'll see you then, folks.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for this season 1 of the Filmmakers Roundtable. This podcast came out this past year on Mondays on SoundCloud and YouTube in video form.
Yeah.
Let me cut that again. Thank you everyone for joining us on this season 1 of the Filmmakers Roundtable. We hope that you enjoyed your time with us, and we hope to see you in the videos and listening to us on SoundCloud
And iTunes.
next year. And iTunes. We'll hope to hear you next year in April 2019. And while we're on this break, please leave your feedback in the comments below. Tell us what we're doing right. Tell us what we're doing wrong. We appreciate your feedback. Please. We want to improve our podcast in any way possible.
Yes.
So please be sure to leave it there. Also, feel free to follow all the links in the description to any special videos that we mentioned, to our Twitters, Facebook page, and our personal YouTube channels to keep up with us during this break before April. And as always, folks, keep on filmmaking and stay awesome.
Stay
Thanks for watching this week's episode, guys. Make sure to follow us on SoundCloud and iTunes, as well as our Facebook and Twitter pages. Don't forget to subscribe to the Roundtable, as well as our personal YouTube channels, all the links of which will be provided in the description. Thanks, guys, and we will see you on the next episode of the Filmmakers Roundtable.